Welcome back, everybody, to your favorite podcast, Vuelo 360. Today, we have a really special guest all the way from Mother Russia. Alex, welcome to the podcast, Vuelo 360.
Well, Alexander, thank you so much for inviting me. Jim and Gina, I really appreciate it.
Thank you for being here, brother. I know you're a busy man, so thank you for taking your time to come on the show. And yeah, today we're going to have a lot of good topics to talk about.
Yeah, you're the first guest from Russia, so that's something new. And this is our third episode in English. So thank you for listening to our podcast. Y aquellos que hablan español, gracias por escucharnos. Este es un podcast. Este episodio va a ser un poquito diferente. This episode is going to be a little bit different because we're gonna put captions in Spanish and we'll try to do it in Russian.
Yo hablo español.
Oh, sí.
Estudianto, yeah.
The girls in South America, they're watching you. So
All right.
We're gonna put your
and the
Instagram
girls
there.
from Russia watching you, and also you know.
All right.
Привет, привет.
So that's
cool
good, bro. We have a lot to talk about, and the first thing is I want to hear the story, like how you guys met, because I know that you and Jimmy are friends. But tell me how did it happen?
Yeah, I've known Alex since I think 2017 or 2018.
I think it's 2018 on the summer.
2018, yeah, summer 2018.
It was a great time.
A great time back in the country club, Bravern Country Club days.
And we were like student on exchange, came to US for experience, to make some money, and travel, of course.
How old were you?
I was 22.
22. Right.
Yeah, I turned 22. My birthday is 10 February. Yeah, it's
And you learned English back in Russia, or you learned it here?
I don't remember how do you feel my English got improved right now?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that time it was difficult for me to speak, but the grammar and everything what you learn in writing, it was really perfectly we learned in Russia. But the speaking really was really, really difficult.
Did they teach you in the school, or like there is like different programs that you have to?
Yeah, we have it from the first day in school. We have an English lessons. You can pick a few other languages, but English is required right now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean English is one
And
of the
Spanish
most
too.
big-
Like some people teaching Spanish, German, and I think French too.
Right.
But the most, it's like almost the second language right now. They put English in every class. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
How was the experience like moving to the US?
So the experience is unbelievable. It's definitely much better than I expected before, because everybody, if you're from a different country, no matter what you do, no matter where you live, and you know a lot about United States. I mean,
Yes.
Right.
movies, advertisement, stories, everything.
Yeah, they sell you, through the movies, like
It's the most powerful.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially here in New York, right? Where all the movies
Symbols
happen.
are everywhere. Symbols everywhere. Los Angeles, Hollywood, like New York. It's just say name and everybody knows where it is.
Everybody knows what it is.
Yes,
Crazy.
that's true. I have a question here. It over there, like people have like stereotypes about how the US is, or like how do they look at US, or because like US and Russia had like some like confrontation in the past, but like how it is now, like it's different, or like
It depends on the person, If that person is really well educated, and he have been travel in some countries and he has a lot of friends, and especially if he has some either family or friends who live in US or visited there, he has a good intention, of course. And like all the American movies, like I said, it's all the happy ends and it's good, stable economy and everything.
Land of opportunity.
Land of opportunity, promised land. Even
Yes.
Yeah.
Barack Obama write the book about it. It's called Promised Land,
yes.
and everybody talks about it. Yeah, and I think it has more positive things. But there is in Russia, especially because Russia was always competitors with the United States.
Yeah.
In Russia, a lot of people who are old-fashioned, a lot of people who are really patriots of USSR,
Yeah.
and of course they got negative things. Even if it's something good happening in the world by intention of United States, they still might turn it as a negative way. It all depends,
Depends on the person.
Yeah,
Wow,
everybody
interesting.
has their own opinion, and it really depends.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, in South America, like I think like the majority of people see the United States as the land of opportunity, like more like positive feedback.
Yeah, but we don't have like countries
Yeah.
like competing with the US.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not the countries competing, you know. In Russia,
Yeah, you're
China
right.
competing with the United States, of course, you know, like even inside, you know, like they said some bad things, they said some good things, but it's really depends on the person,
Yes.
and it's really who he's talking, what information he's getting from, because information is the power right now.
Yes.
it is data.
It's data, information, social media.
Social media, yeah.
Everybody like almost scream about, oh, U.S., you know, United States of America, and
Yeah, wow.
it makes this way.
But tell us, what was like for you? What was like one of the hardest things when you moved here to the United States?
The hardest thing is for every immigrant who is in any other countries is legalization.
Yeah,
How you would stay and feel comfortable, they would not catch you on the street and send you back or either put you in prison. This is the most
common issue.
common issue with
yeah.
immigrants. Yeah, and it's sitting in your mind
Yeah.
and it's sitting in your pocket basically.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you think like, how will I stay? Because the money is different. Everything is super expensive over here, and it takes you really nervous every time, even before you started.
Yeah,
Wow.
but also it can be something that motivates you.
Of course,
Depends how you see it.
depends how you see it.
Yeah.
But everything unknown is scarce. You know, that's
Yeah.
how people are. Their nature. If something you don't know, you're scared. You
Yeah.
know, like, and especially if you move in. If you have someone here, if you have
Easy.
friends, family, but if you're by yourself, I was by myself.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
And all the
And
way from Russia, it must have been tough, but you did
It's not
it.
been tough, and it's a good thing in the U.S. is a lot of Russian community, but you know, like I didn't really use that things, you know, to go and ask if can I join work here. What I did is, because we work in a country club,
Right.
there was a lot of people who are entrepreneurs who has their own businesses, and what I did, I was just asking almost everybody, like secretly not being an annoying guy, you know, can you hire me? Like, I have English, you know, like I'm maybe planning to stay in U.S. Do you have something to offer me, or do I have any participation or practice to work in your company? Because
Yeah.
remember all those people?
Yeah.
They drive Maseratis, Lamborghini.
All them are rich. For
Oh,
the-
they're
for-
super rich, yeah.
For the people that don't know what country clubs are, I don't know in other countries. Basically, you know, where it's like a community of rich people where they go play golf, do parties.
That's
They
how they
network.
do business, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking, it's a good idea. Let me get them like my card or my number, or take their card and their number. And remember, I was working in valet,
Yeah.
so almost everybody knows me, you know,
Everybody
like, because
do, yeah.
they trust. They give me their car, you know, like, and I park the car every time, you know, like, and we go to the restaurant because you see how many jobs we had at the time, and
You were doing everything.
yeah, I was doing the most different jobs in that club. Remember,
Yeah.
I think I did the most different things. You know, valet parking. I was helping in the garden, in the
Everything.
golf courses, restaurant, dishwashing, every.
I was doing the same.
Shout out to Kati for giving you those job
Thank you,
opportunities.
Patty, to putting me in the hardest job. But that was really worth it. You know,
But I
like-
think
Yeah.
those
and
things.
I was making a lot of money. You know,
Yeah.
like for the student
You had the hours.
at the hours. Of course, remember my hours
Yeah.
was the biggest one on the schedule. I was Alex everywhere. Alex.
Alex.
And that shift looks like it's like morning. You're in the valet. Next one, you're in the kitchen. You're the waiter. You're in the golf course. You're in the swimming pool.
You were everywhere.
Everywhere. And I had a second job also,
Jesus.
like in
Wow.
a different place. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was not the first time in the U.S., right? You came before
Yeah. I was here on the summer as well.
summer, right?
I think I was in New York. Yeah.
Wow.
I was in New York, and I was there for like much shorter time, like I think 2 or 3 months, and it was the similar project, like similar program for students.
Student
Yeah.
exchange, yeah.
But that time, you know, like I feel so uncomfortable because all of the people were leaving, and the second time when I was here, everybody, like the students, remember how many students was there? Like maybe 10.
Yeah, a lot.
I think I was the one. I'm the one who stayed, right?
Yeah, a
and-
few others, I think.
If someone's staying with you, especially from your country, you feel more comfortable.
Yeah,
And that time I was young, you know, like, and I didn't have that good finance how I was making on the second time, you know, like
Right.
I didn't have money. I was like, let me go back and finish my school, get a degree, and try something else.
But
Oh.
what motivated you to stay here? Like, what's the difference between like Russia and the U.S.
So-
that made you take that risk? Because like it
It's
is a risk.
It's a risk. It's a risk.
Like you left everything that you had in Russia and moved here to the United States by yourself. It's a big change, you know. But
big
it's
change.
worth it.
It's a big change. It's worth it. Definitely, it's worth it. Definitely, it's worth it. Now I understand. But it was really hard, you know. Like that time when I was back, you know, second time, and I tried to find for the job. I didn't want to stay illegally. I didn't want to stay without money, without job. You know, like doing the same thing because I was doing a lot. You know, I was doing it only for the summer because I have to. For the program. Yeah, it's like a part of the program. You have to work in the place what invited you.
Yeah. Okay.
And I realized winter is coming. The club is going to be closed. I'm not going to have jobs. So like I said, I asked almost all the members if they can.
No, but that's a good idea. I mean,
that's a good idea. And I asked everybody, and I have like maybe like bunch of cards like this, and you know, like the business cards, and nobody replied back.
But that's the thing.
but you tried.
I tried.
But-
Nobody replied back.
But
And
this is good because you know other people is gonna listen to you that are going for the same thing, and I work in a country club too, and same. I gave my business card to these members. You know, they tell you that you know, like, give me your resume, and you just give them your resume, and you're waiting for a reply, and they don't reply, which is
and you see them next day.
Yeah.
like
like
them next
them
day, and
playing,
I was
right?
like, did you send me anything? Okay, I'll check tomorrow.
I'll check tomorrow.
I'll check tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next week. Next
Yes.
year. Next live.
But that's the thing. I mean,
And that makes you motivated more.
that's the thing. That's where I go. Well, and you motivate yourself because you see these people. I don't know it happened to you in the country club. But they say, you see and these guys are like fucking rich, and I want to get there. You know, like one day I want to get
Learn
there.
from
you
them,
know?
and especially if you're asking, you're ready, showing what you ready for opportunities. You're motivated. You want it to work.
Yes.
Usually, like how I do my business, if the person is asking me for promotion, you want to say, hey, I want to train these guys. Hey, I want to bring more people to the guys. My friends, I want to work. Hey, you want to train them? Of course. It's good. I don't know why they didn't see that. You know, even after I saw some of them, I work in their companies as well, you know, like as another company, not an employee in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were surprised. Some of them didn't recognize me at that time.
But inside of yourself, you're like, motherfucker.
No. I was feeling, you know, I was feeling good because, how to say, I was feeling I did the right way.
Yeah.
I did the right way, so I don't work for them. You know, I do my way. You know.
Yeah, you have your own business now. You know.
Yeah, there's a joke. It's a Russian joke. How some things are restricted in Russia. For example, this is the joke. One really talented programmer, you know, like he wanted to apply for the job. He was a really genius, and he type and build everything in the computer.
Okay.
And when he applied for the job, he came to the office, and there's a top Russian company, big boss, like, hey, what are you doing? He said, I know everything. Like, can you write your email? Can you write your email, your name, and file the paper? I was like, I can only print. I don't know how to write by the pen. I was like, you're not educated. Like we're not gonna hire you. Like,
Yes.
yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that guy left, and after 10 years, that businessman from Russia came to US in New York. He was just walking on Times Square, on the Wall Street, and there's limo coming to their way, you know, like cool car. And the guy jumped out of the car. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I'm like, for what? I'm like, thank you so much for not hiring me that time in Russia because I got hired by Facebook or Google, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's true, man. I mean,
It's
if,
true.
when something is not for you,
Yeah.
it's because of something, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe you feel it. Maybe it's like the way of your, the way how it should be in your life.
Yes.
And I felt that way when I saw those people. I was like, all right, I was doing right, you know. And thank you for not answering my emails. You know,
Now
I'll be either working for them and not being
Yeah.
happy and not sitting here,
Not
you know?
doing your own thing. Yeah,
not
absolutely.
doing our own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, when something is not meant to be yours, even though you can put in the work and ask. Sometimes it won't be for you, but that means better things are coming your way.
Sometimes you get frustrated,
but
and
you have to be patient. I'm sorry.
yeah, you got to be patient. People nowadays that everything is so fast. People are not patient.
Yeah, never give up your dream, right?
Yes. Yeah. And like some people are gonna listen to this and they're gonna identify with your story too, and they gotta know that sometimes a no it's good. Sometimes a no can be something
I want to learn
better.
I want to learn two things. To say no and to get no answer for no from other person.
Yeah.
There's a really powerful thing in the business because I want to hear yes from, if I give a talk to someone, I want to hear yes. But two things I want to learn: to say no, because I always try to say yes if someone want to help you or someone want to ask me something.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to say no, and you have to learn how to get no from
no.
other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
It's
really
important.
hard. And the second part for me is really hard. Yeah.
You can say no.
No. I can't say no because
Okay.
I said no. Like,
All right.
you're not gonna be off tomorrow because we need you. But if they say
coming
like,
tomorrow.
Can you work tomorrow? And he said no. I don't want to take this answer.
Okay.
I don't want to take this answer from him. And one thing about staying in the US, I want to tell you an honest thing. I would not stay if I would not have that opportunity in the business I'm working right now. My tickets to go back was the latest day I can be staying legal in the US. And I waited for almost the last day. And I was ready to go back if I wouldn't find something.
Wow.
That was that's the honest thing. I was going back.
Wow.
I was going back because that's why I researched all the time for the job. And finally I found something.
Yeah, there's a saying in Spanish that says "El que sigue la consigue," which means the one that goes after eventually we find it. And I feel like you kept on looking for ways to find a good opportunity for you that will make it worth it for you staying here and risk it at all, and you found it.
Yeah, I stayed the most time I can, and I found the job right in the end.
That's good.
That's crazy.
We're happy for you that it was a big risk.
Yeah, it was a big risk because I had to send my driver license or securities by email. I didn't see that person before I get hired. I was like, all right, if it's not gonna work, I will just leave. No, that's a risky part because everybody want to keep their social security safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna go to a break, and we have a lot of things to talk about. And thank you again to our guest from Russia for being here. Do you wanna tell your Instagram or Facebook so people can follow you?
Yeah, my Instagram is simple. Is my last name. It's IZHEEV. It's IZHEEV.
And
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, and my company called WIFIRE.
His company.
Yeah.
Look for his company, and
We'll be talking about his
figure-
company,
yeah.
everything.
we're gonna cut after the break. Yeah.
First.
So
Stay tuned.
thank you for listening, and we'll be right back.
До свидания.